Magazines ASMR. Today, I decided to pick up a fashion magazine. Now, I was in the Shoppers, which for my international friends is just a Canadian drugstore. And I saw this magazine, and the reason I picked it up was because I saw the beautiful and supremely talented Sweeney on the cover. And I actually have never heard of Fashion Magazine. It's a little on the nose, don't you think? But it's a Canadian magazine. And actually, it's like a week into March. And I noticed this. They didn't give me a discount. It's a display until Feb 21st. So they're a couple weeks behind the Shoppers here. But that's okay. So, yeah, I picked it because I am so obsessed with Euphoria. And I was an OG fan. I think I've watched season 1 about 20 times. And I loved the bridge episodes. This season went totally off the rails. But in a great way. I kind of liked how season 1 was all about, the main characters like Rue and Nate and Maddie and Cassie. And season 2 actually looked a little bit more at the residual effects of trauma. So when something happens and, the people who aren't necessarily the first or the, primary impacted person, but that still has effects on our family. So, Rue's addiction has a ripple effect and impacts literally everyone in her life. Lexi, by all accounts, Cassie here has main character energy, and Lexi this is kind of interesting. On the cover, you see how much everything costs. I'm not great at math, but we have almost a $2,400 top, $2,900 shorts, boots for $2,900. So we're already at like nearly more than that. Nearly, over $8,000. Earrings, Okay, so we have like nearly 12 grand, 14 grand, 15 grand. Like, come on. Come on, Kim. People are dying. Like, that is a crazy amount of money. I do not understand fashion. And like, okay, don't get me wrong. She looks cool, but look at the shorts I can get on board with. Listen, that top is not it. Like, what is this? Like, this faux fur. It's not for me. Definitely not for me. Anyway, but my man over here in the pink corduroy, that's a look. I can get on board with this look. Now, I'm not sure who would answer phones like that, or who even uses these phones still. Do offices do that? I guess mine does have them. I just haven't been in the office for so long. It just seems so 90s. Let me know. Do you have phones like that in your work office? And if so, what do you do? Actually, just out of curiosity, what does everyone do for work? Or in your leisure, just tell me about you. I need to start shouting out some of my OG watchers, viewers. I don't even know what to call you guys. Friends. Because there are a few of you that honestly, like, you comment and it makes me feel like this actually, some people like this and I'm not just doing it for fun, even though I do actually find it quite fun, because I don't usually read a lot of physical magazines. But now that I have them in the house, I am more likely to pick one up and read an article. I also just honestly like the aesthetic. So, thank you for that. This says, don't you find that barriers often turn into blessings? Okay, so this is the editor's letter. Okay, and this must be her. Cute. And she says, take, for example, sister hip-hop duo. Oh no. I am not hip. I'm not even gonna read that. As I feel like she gets really into fashion, actually. Now that I'm just scanning this. But I will skip ahead, actually. Fashion's Winter 2022 cover star Sydney Sweeney's journey has been much more direct. Now 24, Sweeney was 12 when she successfully pitched a 5-year plan via PowerPoint to her parents. They are very intellectual people, so I thought, how can I communicate on a level that will make them take me seriously? She tells fashion contributor Ingrid Williams in Doing the Right Thing, page 60, starring in 2 HBO series, Euphoria and The White Lotus, also great, but Euphoria is just on another league. In another league. Sweeney brings depth to characters, wrangling with heavy-hitting issues such as mental illness, sexual assault, abortion, and privilege. Her secret weapon in the book is the book she creates for each role, filling it with art, images, stickers, and more to help her form the visual memories of a character from birth. If only we could have that much control over our own true life stories. Okay, so I'm assuming she mentions that in her article, and I hope we get to see that, because I find that sometimes actors will say these things and I just don't really believe they actually do it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's cynical, but anyway, these purses are absolutely hideous. Whoops. Apparently it was Princess Diana's go-to accessory. I love Princess Di. Well, actually, yes, I like her. I mean, I was a kid when she died, and so I never really quite understood the impact. But I do remember when she died and people were so upset, and the story is super tragic. I like her. She's great. It's gonna be a no for me on the accessories, and she had some really pretty outfits, so this is just a miss for me. Okay, book smart. Oh, guys, totally different situation. Man, oh man, you can always tell when I'm filming these at night because my brain is, oh man, not working. Book recommendations, guys. I really need good book recommendations. I tend to stick to nonfiction, memoirs, journalism type books. But if you have any of those, but also if you have some good fiction writing, let me know. I really need to start to diversify what I read a little bit more, so tell me all your faves. This is kind of a cool image. Yeah, I like that. I would like if I had that in a big, and this one too, I like that a lot. That's a little bit more Dior to me, right? I would hang these in my home, 100%. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Wow. I'm very true to my own personal style. If I'm running around, I'll be wearing Louboutin flats that I can walk in. Gonna be honest, can't relate. I highly doubt I'll ever own Louboutins. Did you guys ever read that article about the bling ring called, oh my gosh, what's it called? It's something like The Defendant wore 6-inch Louboutins or something. It was in Vanity Fair, and it was about the bling ring trial. Super great, interesting piece. Highly recommend. I recommend that one. Do you guys know any of these people? I mean, I'm kind of letting myself down. Polina Russo. know that name. She grew up in Markham, Ontario. It's kind of cool. It's funny how, like, a lot of times when Canadians make it, we feel the need to tell everyone that they're Canadian, you know? Like Drake or... God, I don't know, to be honest. Although he was a part of Euphoria, and, you know, I love Drake for that. Or like Justin Bieber or Sarah McLachlan. Like, anytime. Sarah McLachlan is Canadian, right? Just anytime Canadians, Sidney Crosby, like, kind of transcend and become like an international superstar. I think it's just like weird because people just start to assume they're American, and then I think we as Canadians feel the need, like, no, they're Canadian, they're Canadian. Rachel McAdams, Ryan Gosling, The Notebook is Canadian. Like, it's so funny. Life is gold. I like that out actually a lot. This is like really nice with her skin tone. Oh my gosh, we haven't been able to do one of these in a while. The perfume ads. Oh man, so nice. I'm going to bed soon, but maybe I'll rub this on my neck tomorrow. That is lovely. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. J'adore Dior. J'adore. Where isn't he? J'adore Dior. Okay. Actually, I think this coat's quite pretty. But like a curtain that would belong at, like, I don't know, Prince William's house, you know? Like some regal, royal synonyms. Just, yeah, some wealthy, like old wealth. Classes it up, but still classic. It's a nice coat, but it does remind me of curtains. China's got talent. Okay. Thanks to the pandemic, many Chinese consumers have turned their attention to homegrown brands, thus prompting a wave of Chinese designers to finally take center stage. I will say they're cool looks. Again, not for me. But, like, this is interesting. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. I want to know what shrooms this person was on when they created this diaper monstrosity. This is kind of cool. Looks like water. I don't know if that's... Sometimes the difference for me is, like, I don't... Some people find fashion to be wearable art. And I totally understand that. But it confuses me because we wear it. So I'm a little bit more functional. But I do understand high fashion is art. I get that. I just have a harder time understanding it because it's essential. You know, if you don't want to get arrested. fashion's a little wild for me. Do I respect it? Yes. Do I get it? Sometimes. It looks good here though, I think. I'm not a big fan of the scrubble. Is that a word? What am I trying to say? Stubble. Scrubble. Yeah. I don't know. We are Canadian business. I'm assuming that's a sister magazine to this. Wrapped in red events. So this obviously is pre-Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Rogers. That's one of our phone brands, internet brands, cable brands. I don't know what you would describe them as. Rogers. Not sponsored by Rogers. I wish the bill would be so much cheaper. Or I guess, yeah. Maybe they would take care of it. I'm not holding my breath. No one sponsors me. I just do these for fun. I like the yellowy gold splash there. I think it really makes her eyes pop. What do you think? It's beautiful eye shape. But I guess they are selling this $127 Hermes. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Palette. She looks a very put together woman who's still trying to be her age. This is she's probably had a little bit of Botox, but not trying to look 16. I think she looks great. The red really works for her. Okay, this is cool. Don't you think? It's a little Euphoria-esque, so love that. But I just love the colors. It looks great on them. Both of them look great. Here they are again. Love that. Life. Out loud. Yeah. Super pretty. I don't know many people who have this, I guess it's a widow's peak, but it makes her face look like such a heart. You guys see that? So pretty. We're still not at Sydney Sweeney's. Oh my god, they're beautiful too. Yeah, great smiles, really pretty eyes. Alright. Face forward. This freaks me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. From glam lizards to halos of metal barricades, the coolest filters on Instagram right now are ignoring beauty standards and opting for a little weirdness instead. Oh my goodness, if I could only read. I believe AR on social media as we know it now is only the beginning. Okay, so I'm very tempted to say, duh. The metaverse is gonna be crazy. So, AR obviously is augmented reality. So, yeah, I think it's just gonna get, way crazier. I guess metaverse is virtual reality, and augmented reality is, filters, and, Pokemon Go, I guess, would have been augmented reality, but, technology, I think, is just gonna get crazier and crazier, so it's like, oh, but we're making it fashion, we're making it sexy. I think it confuses me sometimes when I see her or Jacob Hildori, you know what I'm saying, the guy who plays Nate, in interviews, because they seem so young in interviews, and like, then they're such great actors that like, you kind of forget that's not who they are. Not that I'm not saying this properly, it's just when they're in interviews, they seem young, and I don't know if that's just because they're newer to Hollywood, but I feel like she has such young energy in a way that I wouldn't say Zendaya does, or Alexa Demi does, but her and Jacob, very young energy. Okay, sorry. This I don't love. Let's cut the open in half and do, Ebony and Ivory thing, right? Is that the reference? Not into it. It's gonna be a hard pass. Okay. Alright, but she is objectively beautiful. Yeah, she's just very Americanized beautiful. You know, like she's very classic American beauty. So is like a Margot Robbie, obviously. Love you, Sydney. Margot Robbie is in a league of her own, but same kind of vibe. Very Americanized, pretty. Gigi Hadid, Americanized, pretty. Just the blonde hair, you know, blue-eyed, bombshells. American beautiful. Okay, I'll read a couple chapters. Sentences. When Sydney Sweeney pops up on my laptop with no publicist chaperone tuning in off camera, I'm shocked. Calling from her LA home, the star, who was shot to fame through the string of award-winning series, appears on her dining room table looking approachably glam. An oversized sweatshirt balances her blown-out locks, and a trace of smoky eyeliner remnants from her days spent on a, quote, very fun test shoot for a top-secret project. Oh no, is she gonna be in another series? Oh. In a stark contrast to the sarcastic intensity of Olivia Moshbrasher. I don't know. I did watch the series, it's been a while. Her character in this year's juicy HBO hit The White Lotus. Sweeney is upbeat and easygoing, quick to laugh and very forthcoming. And over the course of her chat, I learned to expect the unexpected. For instance, when she talked about her time in Toronto a few years ago to play ill-fated child bride Eden Spencer in season 2 of The Handmaid's Tale, she immediately shares her photos from numerous visits to Casa Loma. I love architecture in old buildings, she said. Every day I had off, I'd walk around by myself while listening to the guided audio tour. I'm not the best at going out to bars and stuff. I feel really bad for my friends. They've all given up on inviting me. Perhaps not your typical response from a 24-year-old rising star, but everything about Sweeney goes against type. Okay, so here she is. Oh, actually, I'm gonna come back. Sorry, I got distracted by this. Cassie Howard, Sweeney's character in the award-winning HBO drama Euphoria, which follows high school students dealing with drugs, sex, and violence, is a prime example. It could have been a one-note character. She's a nice slut, points out Sweeney. Okay, I don't love that term. Cassie spoke to me on a different level, so I was able to find a depth to her. I hope that the different characters I play speak to people on a that weird? Interesting. I often wonder what it would be like to be famous. I just read this one. I hope that the different characters I play speak to people on a deeper level, whether it's through one decision or one moment in their on-screen lives. I will say this, she has like unique teeth. They're like rounded at the bottom. I noticed that in Euphoria too. It's not bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't know if that came off as that. It's just something that kind of makes her look different than, you know, the Gigi Hadids of the world. You know, not that there's many of them, but you know that look. Pearl Jam. Get in the loop with knitwear that ranges from cute and comfy to cutting edge. It's kind of cool hair. I'm sorry if you guys find this to be a weird angle. I'm trying to figure out a place in my new apartment that like works really well. Not loving any of this. Like, this is a nice color. I like coral. I don't know if I've mentioned it a couple times, but I don't like. I'm just not a fan of this. This is horrible, horrible, horrible. Like, did you hurt that designer? You pissed them off in some way, shape, or form. Why did they put you in that? Shapeless. Field of Dreams. I mean, they're very attractive people, but I just don't love. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'll give them this one. It's kind of cool. It goes. I actually really like the like shiny color on his skin tone. It's super nice. Like, yeah, I like that a lot. And nope, throw it in the river. Goodbye. It's like weird. This is like H&M such a small little family here. I want to know a little bit about you guys. And the ones who have still, watched to the end are still watching now. Tell me about yourself. Just, a tidbit or two. But tell me your thoughts, tell me what you think. Give me some good book ideas. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you want me to do next time. And I'm happy to do it. Let me know if you're a big Euphoria stan.